Welcome to day one of our Easy Yoga series. This Easy Yoga series will start out gentle, but we will have a little bit of a burn we're going to work up to. So we're going to get the body moving, joints all nice and lubricated, connection to our body and our breath. So join me on your mat, find a comfortable seat, allow that space for a nice tall elongated spine, and just gently close your eyes. There's no props needed for our class this morning or evening. So feel your body arrive. Let the breath deepen. And see if you can feel your shoulders start to drop and become heavy. Filling our torso with breath. Notice if you can breathe into the front, the back, and both sides. Good, and we'll try and keep this three-dimensional full breath throughout our practice. But begin to press into the sitting bones, lengthen up through the crown of the head, and start to gently draw the shoulders up around the ears and then roll the shoulders forward. Inhaling up and exhaling them forward. Good. Let this movement be as large or as small as feels good in your body. Let's go ahead and rotate in the opposite direction. Good. Releasing any little kinks and cracks. Any little chunky bits that are building up on the shoulders. Good. And then let those shoulders roll back behind you. Let them settle down onto the back body. Let the head be nice and soft on top. Let it wiggle. Let it shake a little side to side. Good. And then as we inhale again, find length, reach tall. And as we exhale, lower the right ear over the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, come on back up through center. And exhale to the left. Good. Do this a few times, just shifting side to side. This is an opportunity to notice. Be aware if you're stiff, maybe more so on one side than the other. Good. Awesome. Let's do one more each side, completing with that left ear over the left shoulder. Good. Come on back up through center. Good. Exhale, start to turn to the right, and then inhale back and exhale left. Good. Just finding a little bit of mobility through our neck, especially if you tend to sort of hold tension through the upper back and into the jaw. Let that face be soft. Good. And as we inhale, come on back through center. Good. Let's go ahead and interlace our fingers. Start to turn the palms forward. Let the shoulders roll onto the back body. And as we inhale, start to raise the arms up overhead. And it's perfectly okay if there's a deeper bend in the elbows. If it feels okay and you can keep those shoulders down, you can start to lengthen through the arms. Good. As we exhale, start to round through the low back. Let the chin start to draw down towards the chest as the arms sort of come out towards about chest height. And then as we inhale, start to lift back up. Good. And as we exhale, round. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, round forward. Let's go ahead, two more. Good. Inhale, come up. As we exhale and round, come down. And then just give a little shimmy. Give a little shake. Reach any of those not so easy places to get. And then on your next inhale, press into the sitting bones, lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the chin, lift the forehead. Good. And as we exhale, let the hands start to separate and start to twist gently to the right. So left hand's going to find your right thigh, right hand just gently pressing into the floor behind you. Inhale, lengthen and lift, scoop the low back, and then twisting from your navel, right rib, right shoulder, start to turn your gaze over the right shoulder. Big breath here. And full breath out. As we inhale, come on back through center. Let both arms start to rise up. And as we exhale, twist to the left. So right hand to the left thigh, left hand back behind you. Good. Again, scoop the low back, lift the sternum, lift the chest, twist from the navel, left rib, left shoulder, and maybe look back behind you if it feels okay for the neck. Inhale, expand, find, lift. And as we exhale, softly release. Good. Inhale, come on back through center again. Raise the arms, just one with breath. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, come on back through center. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, come on back through center. And as we exhale, right hand's going to come down as we start to lean to the right. So left hand draws up and over. And think about lifting up as we lengthen, anchoring through that left sitting bone. If it feels okay, maybe turn that left side of your chest. Maybe look up towards the sky. Pressing into that right palm. Lengthen through the crown. Come on back up through center. Let that left hand help guide you. Lower left hand down as we lean to the right. As we lean to the left. That right hand drawing over. Good. Roll the right shoulder. Maybe look up. And pushing into the left hand. Inhale, come on back through center. One more each side. Exhale to the right. With breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, come on back up. Good. Exhale, lower hands. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start to move on to hands and knees. So coming into our tabletop. Feel free to support your knees. Fold your mat back, double up, get a little extra cushion if you need to. Hands a little bit forward of our shoulders if you're working with compression in the wrists. As we inhale, lift the sitting bones, start to lower the rib cage, roll the shoulders, heart draws forward, gaze forward. And as we exhale, round through the pelvis, push into the hands, lift the rib cage as you tuck the chin. Again, inhale to lengthen, rolling out, stretching into the abdominals, the front body, and as we exhale, round. Good. Let's do one more each direction. Good. From here, as we inhale, come on back through center. Good. Let's find a little bit of movement through our hips. So let your hips just start to sway a little side to side. Good. Just letting a little bit of weight sink out. Stretch into that outer hip. Beautiful. All right. From here, come on back through center. Walk the hands a little closer to the knees. We're going to curl all 10 toes under. I'd like you to reach back and try and spread the toes and reach the pinkies for the floor. Ideally, thighs and knees are together, feet are towards each other, and we want to draw those heels in. So once we've got our toes curled under, first stage, you might simply stay here on spidered fingers, a little bit of weight forward, not quite as intense through the soles. Won't be here for too long, but if you can, maybe start to walk yourself back. Start to stack shoulders over hips, so weight is coming back, but we're still tall through the torso. Good. Relax the shoulders. Let your hands come forward. Simply roll out the wrists, wiggle into the fingers. A little bit of a distraction, so full breath flowing. Switch the direction of our wrists. Good. Good. Awesome. All right. Once you're complete, shake out those hands. Start to come forward if you're seated back. Good. Maybe come up onto fists, so thumbs pointing forward, fingers towards the midline. Pick up the feet and go ahead and sort of circle the ankles, twinkle your toes. Good. Find a little release. Get some blood flow back to those little lower extremities. And then lowering the feet, lean slightly to the left as you extend the right foot all the way back. So curl the right set of toes under, pushing into fists or palms, reach back through the heel. So keep that back right knee lifted. We're tall in the body, so shoulders onto the back body, and we're extending from that right heel to the crown of the head. So one nice long line of energy. Big breath, breathe into your calf. And breathe out. Good. As we inhale, start to roll forward on those toes. Let that right knee meet the left. And switching sides, leaning slightly to the right. Extend left leg back, toes curled under. Good. Push into the hands or fists. Reach back through that heel. Keep the left knee lifted. And extend through the crown as you draw the shoulders onto the back body. Good. Big full breaths here. Beautiful, and then slowly starting to roll forward, come forward. Left knee can meet the right. All right, hands on our mat. Let your fingers spread a little bit wide here, not too far, nice and open but soft. Let all your knuckles press into the mat. Let the shoulders roll onto the back body. Nice neutral spine here, so I'm not rounded like the cat, nor am I letting the rib cage drop and my belly release. We want to pull in through the navel, so navel to the spine, low ribs tucked. We've got our core engagement. Good. Again, curl all 10 toes under. Press into the palms, start to lift the knees, draw back with the weight, so bum towards the heels, and then start to lift the hips and reach the heels back behind you. Go ahead and pedal out the legs, so bend into the right knee as you reach through that left heel, and then switching sides, rolling on the toes, lengthen the right heel, bend into the left knee. Good. One more little switch for each side. Just waking up the backs of our legs a little deeper, getting into our shoulders. Nice strengthening through our arms. Good. And then from here, let your heels settle. Good. Leaning slightly to the left, start to walk the right foot, left foot, all the way forward towards the hands, coming into a forward fold here. So let the torso be heavy. Let it decompress here and bend as deeply into the knees as feels good in your body, especially it being the first forward fold of our practice. Maybe give a little wiggle with our hips, a little shake, a little release through the neck. Good. And then once you're complete with our knees facing forward, so a little bit of an internal rotation, our thighs roll in, knees face in line with the toes. Start to press into the feet, start to extend through the crown, hug the navel to the spine as you lift the torso, come to about halfway, jackknife. So similar to our downward facing dog, we've got that big right angle at our thighs and back. Good. Hands can press into the thighs to extend and reach through the crown, shoulders on the back. Mindful that we're still pulling in. We're not letting the low back kind of scoop down. We want to pull in and up. One more big breath. And then from here, pressing into our hands, push into our feet, deeper bend in the knees to start to lift the torso, lift the chest, guiding our shoulders to stack over hips and coming all the way up into standing. Okay, we won't be here for too long. So we're gonna lean slightly to the left, pick up our right foot, maybe even hands on our hips for a little bit of support. Start to step the right foot all the way back. And you can take your time, you can take as many steps as you need to in order to get that right foot back. We're gonna stay high on the toes to start, and this front left knee is gonna be bent. So I like to wiggle my toes a little bit forward so I can deepen the bend, but whatever works for your body today. Ideally, you wanna be able to see that front left big toe. So hips are square, right hip drawing forward, left hip back. Good, we're pressing back through this right leg. So if this is a lot, sort of focusing on this lower body, then just stay here. Don't even worry about incorporating our upper body and arms. But if you're ready, let the arms come down. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, come forward. Good, inhale. And exhale. One more. Beautiful. Hands can come down. You can find your hips here. With this back right heel, we're going to roll the right heel down. So this right foot is at about a 45-degree angle. Toes are turning out. Heel is in. Still got this bend in the front left leg. We're going to open our torso. So this right hip is going to draw back. I'm going to roll my right shoulder, stacking hips underneath my shoulders, and then open the arms out into T as I look over this front left hand. So soften the shoulders away from the ears. Keep that belly drawing in. We're still nice and contained. Good. Similar movement. You can just stay pressing down through our palms, shoulders settled onto the back body. Or with breath, inhale, arms up overhead. And then exhale back to T. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Beautiful. All right. Lower the hands to hip. Good. From here, start to turn the torso back towards center. This back right heel, we're going to roll up onto the tippy toes. Good. So we're back in that high lunge sort of stance or crescent lunge. Good. We are going to step forward. So if it's too much, if you can feel you're going to have to sort of launch your body, then go ahead and heel toe this back right foot a little bit closer. And then pushing into this left foot, coming up on the right toes, start to step the right foot forward. Good. So there's lots of little gimmicks that you can do to sort of bring yourself forward. Don't feel like you have to launch or reach for the furthest little point. Ease in, nice and easy. All right. So second side, let the weight shift a little bit to the right. Hands at the hips for a little bit of support here. Pick up the left foot. Good. Start to step the left foot back. And if it's too much to get it back there, just gently walk it back. It's all good. You can take as many steps as you need to. But we'll start being high up on the toes. That's why we opened our soles earlier. We're going to start to square the hips, so left hip forward, right hip back. If you can't see that front big toe, wiggle the right foot forward, but keep that deeper bend if you can. If you're tight like myself, you're going to be feeling a stretch through the front of this left hip flexor. So that's good. Hands can stay on hips, or inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, arms come down. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Good. Hands at hips. Here's where we're going to shift into warrior two. So this back left heel starts to rotate down. So heel in, toes out, about a 45 degree. From here, start to turn the torso so you're facing this long edge of the left side of your mat. Still have this deeper bend in the knee. Good. Start to align shoulders over hips and then open arms out into T as you look over this front right finger. Good. Keep the belly drawing in. Keep lifting the sternum and reaching through the crown. Stay with your arms here if this is enough, pressing down through the palms, shoulders on the back body. Or if it feels okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale to T. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Good. Start to lower the hands all the way to the hips. Again, start to roll up on the back left toes. Good. If it's a little too much, if you're feeling super wobbly, lower that heel back down. Heel toe, left foot in, maybe a couple of times, maybe a few times, and then slowly step forward, left foot up to meet the right. Good. All right. I'm going to turn to face you, but you can stay as you are on your mat. Good. So coming into standing here, just let your shoulders drop. Let the head be soft. You find a little balancing posture here. So coming into our tree pose, we're going to lean our weight to the left. Come up onto the toes with your right foot. Let the heel start to find the ankle. This is sort of our stage 1. We've got the toes on the mat for a little bit of support, and we're externally rotating through the right thigh and knee. You're welcome to stay, heel at the ankle, hands on the hips for a little bit of extra support. From here, if you'd like to challenge, maybe allow the sole of the foot to the calf. Good. Feel a little bit of support. Press the foot into this standing left leg into the foot. Start to feel the energy draw up from the pelvis to the crown of the head. So nice tall torso, shoulders on the back. Good. You can stay here, hands on hips. Maybe challenge. Hands can come to prayer. Elbows working towards parallel with the floor. Or maybe start to blossom the tree. Let the palms rise up and then open this little canopy of your tree. Good. Try and find a spot on the floor in front of you that's not moving. That'll help you with your balance. And try and find that full breath and soft face. Good. One more big breath. Good. The hands are open wide here. Let's draw the palms back towards center, lowering down. Good. Find hands at hips. Turn this right thigh and knee forward and lower the right foot. Go ahead and roll out that left foot. It likes to grip, so let that sole release. And then when you're ready, we'll find the movement on the second side. So shifting weight this time into the right foot. Come up onto the left toes. Externally rotate, so thigh and knee roll out wide to the side. Heel to ankle. Good. Find your steady balance here. If you're feeling a little shaky, just stay. If you'd like to come a little bit deeper, place that sole of the foot to the calf. And if you fall in and out, it's perfectly okay. We're just working with it. And lots of things play into our balance, our water and the cycles of the moon. So just be mindful and really gentle. Press into the right sole of the foot. Lengthen up through the crown of the head, keeping that belly drawing in. Nice neutral pelvis. Good. You can stay hands on hips into prayer. Good. Maybe float the hands. Maybe open the arms nice and wide. 2 big breaths. One more. Good. Hands can come back towards center. Float the prayer down. Good. Start to turn this left thigh and knee forward and lower the left foot. Good. Roll out that right foot, release the arms, release the head, neck, and shoulders. We tend to tense up when we're trying to balance holding ourselves, so really let it go if you can. Good. All right, find your feet on the mat. Maybe rock and roll a couple of times. Soft knees, lift up, press the feet, lift up through the pelvis, reach through the crown. Let's go ahead and interlace our fingers and turn the palms forward and up, just like we did at the beginning of class. Inhale to reach, exhale and lower. Keep the spine long, but let the palms come to about chest height. Inhale, come up. Exhale and lower. Good. One more. Beautiful. Once you're complete, release the interlaced fingers. Let your palms come together at your heart center. Thumbs can rest around the sternum. Bow the forehead. Lower the gaze. Take a moment, coming back to the breath. Again, breathing into all four sides of the body, front, back, and both sides. Maybe notice your heartbeat, any warmth or any lingering sensations from our practice. Let that move and flesh out our bodies. Thank you all for joining me today. Please take good care. Namaste.